Alright, hi there folks. Here None here. I'm just going to give a quick highlight here on some things with parties and guilds. Now, I just got out of some PvP stuff here, but as you notice here, we have a couple of you here that we were in party with here. And you notice this interface here, and you have the little leave group here, and you have this your group and this grouping tools up here. When somebody logs off, it's going to show you the last location. So it's going to show you your class and level, and also what roles you prefer. Now, if you don't set this right now, if you haven't set this up right now, most times it's just going to be set up for deep damage. But you may want to set up some other ones here as well, just so people don't lose track of what you want to do inside this. Me, preferably in this current character, I'll probably be doing damage and healings. And this is just kind of giving an indication, but you really should know this before you get into the group. Group leader, typically listed by the crown on top of their head. When everyone leaves, typically you get the group leader here, but right now we're not getting that. You can also set some things here with online, away, do not disturb, or offline, even though you're not really offline. You'll notice your user ID and your group member is up top here as well. When you get to a large group, you're going to see this extend downward, and the typical interfaces over here on the left-hand side here will expand out into a larger group. Now, if you're looking for a party, the party tool currently is kind of sucks. It does work, but it's implemented extremely poorly. Let me just leave this group here right now because everyone's just headed off for bed. Now, this is the invite, which you can just invite somebody, or you can do grouping tool to try finding somebody. Alliance War, Dungeons, Veterans, etc. Trials. But this doesn't work that well. Unfortunately, this will default to your current home campaign world. It's going to limit you to what you can see and all this other good stuff here. So unfortunately, you're not going to be able to do choosing this. Now, the other issue that you have with this as well is notice that you can't get yourself up into the larger groups until you get to higher level. All right, and when you do get up to, that's on the dungeons there. I think in Alliance War, yes, you can get to the highest level on this, but it in the world side here, it limits you down to that. In the trials, which you currently can't do, it's not going to show you anything because you just simply can't do it. So you're going to be limited on a lot of that stuff there. Now, when you do the searching here, it starts the search, it's going to try finding somebody that's within your level, okay? And that's very limiting because, if you're in Alliance War here and you want to group with, a large group here, you're probably going to want to group with people that are higher level than you or something else like that, but they won't actually come in with you on this. So, unfortunately, the grouping tool kind of sucks right now. I wish they would improve it. We have suggestions on the forums to improve it, but currently, it's kind of horseshit. Better, though, is a couple add-ons that have come out, which will be something like... here. Let me show this off. Over here in add-ons. Something like auto-invite, okay? I'm just going to reload UI just to show this off here. And basically what this does is, when you see people say stuff in the zone chat like DIG, LFG, LOL, and you see a whole bunch of them saying it, they're saying it to join into a group. Auto-invite, way over here. I apologize. It's part of the party window they actually incorporated. Of course, that makes sense. With this type of thing here, you have an invite string that you have to do. You put your max group size. You restart it. You do a Cyrodiil check, make sure everyone's in Cyrodiil. You auto-kick people that go offline, and you give them a little bit of time frame on this. You can also do some slash commands here, and also other good stuff. Typically it's off, but then when you enable it with your search string in there, you can set it up there as well. That's usually a good way to do that, and that's basically how you can do a lot easier group finds if you need to do that as well. At least if you're in Cyrodiil and you're looking for a group. Well, that's going to be it for parties on that. Now let's get into guilds, because I had a few questions on guilds as well. Now, you are limited to 5 guilds inside of here. So if you try creating a 6th one here, you see you're already part of 5 guilds here. But when you do create one, basically you can go in here and you can do a whole bunch of stuff here. Now, I'm a guild master of the TSEO Furry group. Again, that is a furry social guild. Yeah, furry haters, well, just fucking deal with it. Meanwhile, with this, you have a couple rewards you get per the number of users you have. When you have 10 people, you get a guild bank, and you get a guild heraldry with that as well. You need 50 members to get a guild store. Guild stores basically can be over in alliance wars or guild traders, etc. For example, Blue Skooma Group. Currently, we have a Blue Road Keep in Hatteras, and we also have the Banneray Trading Post where you can go and get stuff from that as well. Meanwhile, up here, you notice that we have the little edit thing. We can go in here and edit this. Edit that. You can go and take a look at your rosters here. Rosters have different ranks, and in different ranks here, you can give different icons. You can give different permissions. You can add a rank too. So if you need to like separate things out more or less, you can do that. Guild banks come with this as well, but they're kind of limited in the way that guild banks handle. You don't actually get like separate areas to do guild banks or anything like that. You only get one large one. I'll show that off in a little bit here. Heraldry, as you can see here, you get a different guild herald, and you can do things like changing the pattern to it. Changing the rounding, which will change this down here. So if I select that one, for example, you get a little pointy one here. Choose that. Get slightly different here. You can set your different colors. So if you want to set it to like a tan with, an orange with a gold or something else like that, you can do that as well. And then you have your secondary colors, which you can switch around here. So you make something that looks absolutely horrible. Then you also get a crest on top of that, so you can do things like animals, Daedric symbols as well. And you can change the color on that too. So you can do all those changes, and for doing this though, it's going to take 5,000 gold from the bank, and to actually get these heraldries, you have to go to your guild store and buy that from them. Also with this, you also get a history of it, seeing what people did, what they did, roster, customizations, unlocks, banks, who withdrawed what, who deposited what, sales. So if you have a guild trader, you can do that. In Alliance War, you can see who owned and who took keeps. This has about a 30-day entry to it as well, but that's pretty much the guild traders. Let's head over to guild store for a minute here. Okay, now I'm over here at this keep right now in Fairgile. How you claim a keep is very simple here. And as you notice here, that when you claim a keep, let me see if I can find one of the guards here. Not one of these here. Actually, did anyone claim this?
Hello. The right to purchase my ware.
Okay, so when you claim an ownership here, as you can see here, you have, TSO Furry Group, you can choose Blue Skooma, all these other ones here, okay? You can claim any one of these here, but you have to have rights inside your guild to do so. And as you can see, it's already claimed by another alliance here, which you can see just by hovering over it. So these guys here are currently the ones that own it. Inside here, I can take a look at the store and see if they have any items. Or sorry, that's the regular store there.
How can I help you?
You see their guild store here, and take a look at their items. Alright, folks, coming back here. I came over back out of PvP here because the banking tune that I had out in the, the banking NPC out there didn't have everything I needed, so I just wanted to go to this one here.
This one has many accounts to settle before the moons rise and fall. What do you need?
Alright, so notice here we have our bank, which is our normal bank, guild bank, and guild store. Now, a guild bank, again, you have to have 50 members to have, but you get a 10 members to have, but you get a ton of space with this here. And you can change which one you want to use just by switching that. You can also withdraw gold, deposit gold, all that good stuff there. And you can also toss things in and toss things out. The other option you have here is the guild store. Now notice that all your guilds, you basically get guild tabard here, and it's always 2,000 gold here. That's just simply what they are to get, and that's what you get from the guild stores, regardless if you actually have a guild store or not. I'm gonna go ahead and change over to Blue Schema. That should show off. Now I'm using an add-on here, which will show basically an awesome guild store. Helps a little bit with searching. Oh, sorry, this isn't the actual awesome guild store here. I'll show that about off a little bit in a minute here. But this basic interface, okay? You can see weapons, one-handed, all what the level range is. Just start the search. Okay, we see items here. These are other players selling it. This is the prices they set. And you can easily do this by doing your own sell here. Let's say you want to sell off this bear trap, this trophy we got back there. You can't do that because it's bound. This bow that you want to do, oh wait, it's bound. This ballista, yeah, you can do the ballista. It's not a big deal. This one here, we currently don't have bound, so we're just going to put that in there. Now you get a listing fee here. Sorry, you get a price, you get a listing fee here. Guild stores is going to be 1% of the posting price immediately. Then the house cut, currently 7% for the Buskuma Guild. And then here's your profit after that. So you can fool around with this, figure out what you want to have. If you want to sell something for like 99.99, basically up to about 2 billion gold. Well, I'm going to have about $21 million to list it. House cut's going to be about 147 million gold, and then are going to make that much profit. That's what you're listed. That's what you're limited to. Now, once you actually have stuff out there, you'll have it listed here. Now, this is per account. So, you know, if I sell something on this tune and go over to another tune, it's going to be listed out here on what I sold it for. Now, the other option here is if you go to add-ons, awesome guild stores, reload UI, wait for that to load. Okay.
This one has many accounts.
Now, under this, as you can see, you have a lot more options with this awesome guild store. And the reason this is nice here is so, let's say I'm in the Blue Schema here. And I just start a search. And, okay, let's say I'm looking for items of the Ranger for whatever reason in this medium here. So I put in a filter of Ranger, start a search. And okay, I'm only seeing items that are listed with Ranger. Currently, we're only looking for medium armor. If I go to all and then start a search, you can find all those things here that are currently on sale that are between V12 and V15. Now, this is a guild trader, okay? Now, you have two options here if you're a guild master, but you can bid on a guild trader. As you can see here, you basically take the guild's balance here. Bidding closes in 3 days, and basically this determines who's going to be the next person to get this. Typically, it's 7 days that you hold it, and then after 7 days you lose it. But you can put in a new bid every time here. Basically, you put a bid in, you see if you won it. You don't know if you got it or not. And again, you know, all winning bids are not to be refunded. One trader can be bid at per guild. You can't grab every vendor here that you have. You can only get one person, so you got to choose it wisely. Typically, ones in the main areas here go for several thousand gold because they sell that much. Now, this is another guilds here, and now I can access their stuff here, and they can sell stuff to me for a premium price. You know, if they want to sell off junk, they can sell off junk, but you know, they're taking up the space here, and you have to like page through some of this as well because there's so many items here that you can get. And you can do things like filtering. You know, let's say I want to take a look at the highest pricing, the time left. You know, filter on the name again, all this other good stuff here. So that's kind of what guilds are and guild stores are as well. So I hope that is helpful, and you understand a little bit more about guild stores, guild parties, and all that other good stuff there.